Electricast. This Easter, skip the ordinary and whip up something golden with melty, creamy Velveeta cheese. From scalloped potatoes to rich mac and cheese, Velveeta turns every bite into a crowd-pleasing celebration, bringing the extra to the ordinary, transforming simple sides into lip-smacking, satisfying moments. So go on, make it melt, make it craveable, make it indulgent. Velveeta, respect the drip. Visit Velveeta.com/Easter for some recipe inspiration.
Nothing brings people together quite like Team USA at the Olympic Winter Games. From NBC Universal's iconic storytelling to the innovative technology across Xfinity and Peacock, Comcast brings the Olympic Games home to America, sharing every moment with millions. When Team USA steps onto the world stage, people aren't just watching, they're cheering together. This winter, everyone is all on the same team. Comcast, proud partner of Team USA.
Forward now. And welcome to the Money Round. I am the Money Coach. And today, we're brought to you by Extreme Training, where the elite come and train with the elite. And also brought to you by Spartan Combat. Shout out Nick Garone. All right, skip all that. Today we have the myth, the man, the legend, coach, the second best coach in the country, Coach Cael Sanderson.
Yeah.
You know who the first is, right, Coach?
There's a lot of firsts. I mean, obviously you're one of the first.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. Come on. It's me.
100%. Yeah. I knew that.
It's me. So, Coach, so glad to give you a little bit of your time. I know it's been busy since you guys got out of nationals. Like, what'd you think overall?
I think overall it was good. You know, the guys, the team wrestled well. Obviously, just had when you reflect back, just an amazing year. Just happy for our guys. You know, obviously as a coach, your heart's always with the kids that didn't quite reach their goal, but every one of them wrestled great and competed hard and worked hard. So we're happy and proud of all of them. But great year.
Yeah, no, I mean, just another lot of records broken. Like, I mean, I know you didn't go out probably thinking about that dual meet record, but I mean, did you guys think you'll ever pass that dual meet record? Did you ever think about it at one point in time? Like, hey, we're kind of getting close to this.
Well, I remember before we were close, and then we lost. We lost to Arizona State out in Tempe. But then, yeah, you're just like, wow, it takes a long time to get there, and you're not really thinking about that, obviously. But you know, it starts getting mentioned, and so you hear it. But yeah, this year, we heard it. You know, we heard people talking about it last year, but it really wasn't until they talked about how old the record was that you're like, wow, that is actually really cool. These guys on the team will remember this for a long time. You know, this record probably won't be beaten again in any time soon. But it was like almost.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
It's 100 years old, 75 years old, maybe something like that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And like, that people don't realize that takes years amongst years of building. Like that's, that's shout out to all the guys who came before these guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So all right, Coach, I'm gonna get to some technical stuff real quick. So
all right.
With the ankle pick, right? When people talk ankle pick, they think of you. Like, did you develop that? Did Coach Bobby Douglas develop that? Did you and your dad develop it? Like, how did you really start becoming like a tool for you?
Well, I used to do ankle picks a little bit in high school, but they were kind of from the open, kind of like you'd kind of lunge at them and just ankle pick them. And then when I got to Iowa State, Coach Douglas taught me how to use my hands a lot better. And like Coach Tom Ortiz, Bono, Barry Weldon, we do the Weldon drill. That's a big part of that. And they're all Coach Douglas's guys. So I think it all kind of comes from Coach Douglas. But yeah, I just kind of learned how to circle to the leg that I was trying to ankle pick and how to control the tie up and kind of pull and twist at the same time to set it up. But yeah, they definitely, helped me figure that one out and got a lot of mileage out of it. And people are still, if they're willing to put the effort in and just it, you have to work at it. You have to kind of be willing to pull and snap and twist and push and fake and just really really work hard to get it. And but it's a great shot, and it's kind of a jab shot. I'd say it can't really be like your go-to shot, but it's a really good jab shot. It's not like a lot of risk in there, but works well.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. So like, when people think of low single, they think of John Smith, and now ankle pick, they think of you. So it's pretty cool.
Well, hey, we grew up. I remember when my dad got the John Smith low single cassette videotape, whatever it was called, and we were so excited. And so we shot low singles like in high school. We were firing John Smith low singles.
Nice. Yeah, I was just wondering on that. Now,
raise the rudder, raise the sails, raise the sails.
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Like, I remember one time Bobby Douglas told me a story that you called him and they were like, kind of messing with him like you wasn't coming. And he's like, okay, I'm coming. Was that?
Yeah, I had a pretty good relationship with Coach Douglas. I mean, he was awesome to my family, awesome to my brothers. They both had a great time there. We met him going to an Arizona State camp when I think I was in 6th grade. So my older Cody was probably in 8th grade. And then I had a brother, Cole, who was in 7th grade. So 3 in a row there. And we met him there. He was good to us. Obviously, we really loved the wrestlers there. They had some really good teams at that time too. So, but yeah, I took a visit to Oklahoma State. John Smith was obviously my favorite wrestler growing up, and but I was really really comfortable with Coach Douglas and the staff there, and obviously with my brothers being there. So yeah, I was just playing around a little bit, and you probably shouldn't have done that to him, but it was. I was a little kid. I didn't know any better.
That's funny. I remember he was telling me the story. So that's awesome. All right, Coach. So what's next on the agenda? Like, how many? Was that 5 titles in a row, maybe, or 2?
Well, I think it's 5, and because I was kind of looking, just in case you asked me stats or something. I don't want to be like, well, I don't know. Let me think about this. How does where are we here? But yeah, it's always the same. We're trying to get better. We're trying to learn. There's things we need to do better as a program. We need to help our guys get better in certain positions, continue to learn and grow, obviously. And everyone is in different cycles and different parts of their development. So yeah, it just never really ends. I mean, it's always, you have a national tournament, but it's all kind of one continuous round. I mean, we're just, trying to figure things out. We can always do a better job trying to read and learn and watch other people, see what they're doing, and just try to make sure we help our guys, give them the best chance they possibly can have to go reach their goals. And, when you have Coach Cody and Coach Casey, they're all in, Nick Lee's all in, the staff's just all in. They just, it's every day, all year long. We love it.
That's awesome. So, people, try to figure out like and I hope I don't give a secret away, but you said already, but like people like, what do you think is the difference? They ask me what I think is the difference. And not that I've been around every coach, but you guys love it. Like you love it.
Yeah, we do. We love it. And we really enjoy working together, I think. Right. I mean, and we really believe in what we're doing. I think our staff believes in it. I mean, everybody has their role and they all have, the freedom to do what they think is best, right? I mean, Coach Cody, Coach Casey, I mean, they operate like head coaches in their areas and what they're doing. So I think they enjoy it. And, it's kind of, I just kind of think of the the story from the Old Testament where Nehemiah is rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, and when people are trying to get him to come down off the wall because they don't like what he's doing, he say, "Hey, man, we're doing a great work. We can't come down." So it's kind of that same idea. It's like, hey, we're doing a great work here, that we can't come down. Just enjoying what we're doing. Very blessed. I said that after the NCAA tournament. And we talk about this as a staff all the time. I mean, we're blessed because we do our best to follow the rules too. I think that's, it's not a shot at anybody else. It's just, it's not a common thing right now. It's something, the world we live in. It's very competitive. Obviously, everyone assumes the worst from everybody else, but the kids on our team know we follow the rules. The recruits know that. Their parents know that. The kids that have come through our program know that, and because of that, we feel like we're a blessed program, and I think that's really important.
No, it is, and I think I could say for the most part, every kid in the program is always pretty happy and enjoy their time at Penn State. So that's the most important thing, right? Everybody felt appreciated. So, all right, Coach. So, what do you think of this NIL space colleges moving to? I mean, are you guys like? I mean, it's obvious you can't fight it, right? So, you always guys try to stay ahead of the curve. Does Penn State, as a school, like try to stay ahead of the curve, and as a wrestling program, like, what you, what you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, it's a little tricky because the rules keep changing, and you're trying to figure out even how to do NIL now because there's a third party that has to approve NIL deals, and it's really hard to get deals approved legally. So, even we were just talking about this week, a guy like Mitchell just had a small deal that was a legit deal. It was denied, and little things. So it's really tricky. It'd be interesting to see how it shakes out. The rev share piece is the easiest part, but college wrestling, a lot of the programs aren't going to get a lot of rev share, right? Because that comes from money you can give to football and basketball and the revenue producing sports. So we're blessed to have a little bit of that, but it's not enough to where it's going to where we can compete with the other top teams and what they're doing. So we have to figure it out. I mean, we just want our guys to be happy and have all the opportunities. We're thinking more about preparing them to be successful in life, thinking, giving them the best chance they they can have to reach their goals, those kinds of things. I mean, most of the kids, although we try to help them out and do the best we can for them, and we hired a GM, general manager, to help with those things. He's done a fantastic job. Clay
Right?
Stedman.
Yeah, Clay's
Yeah,
man.
he hustles, he works hard. And I think he's helping provide opportunities for the kids. And then a lot of the kids, really what you really want is the kids to actually get name, image, and likeness deals based on their character and the way they wrestle and, just the way they represent themselves. So a lot of our guys actually earn NIL deals on their own. It's not stuff that, have to be created for them through the university, is obviously what's going on in most of college sports.
All right, I'm gonna ask this question not for you, but just for people out there, because I always get the question asked me. You cannot talk NIL deal with a recruit, right? They have to sign and then be in it.
Yeah, I mean the rules change, and so I probably should have done my homework because I've kind of stepped away from this part of our program. I trust, Clay does a lot of that. I didn't really want to have that relationship with guys about, hey, can I get this or that, or more money here and whatever. But yeah, that was the rule. I think you can give them an idea, like, hey, a guy, that's around. With had the success that you've had, whatever, you can expect to get a certain amount of money, or guys are getting, but I don't think you can do specifics. But now that's kind of changed because this third parties approving and denying deals. So I think all of college sports are trying to figure out how to make it work, right?
Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
What part?
The NIL, where one having to get the money for the kids, and two, is it a good thing for the sport of wrestling and for college sports?
I think legit NIL deals is a cool thing. I think that's a cool thing, and like I was saying, we have guys do that. I think it's tricky if, um, but it is what it is. So we're going to be, we're going to compete and we're going to work, but we're participating in a non-revenue sport, right? And so if you're actually sharing in the revenue, then you're going to get a bill, right? There's not money's not being made in our sport, but I mean they do bring athletes do bring great value. So it's a little tricky. I'm kind of back and forth, but I just don't. It doesn't do me any good to say I agree with it or disagree with it. I mean, I'm glad I didn't deal with it when I was in college because I had my goals, just wanted to reach my goals. Last thing I want to worry about is, trying to get NIL money or something. I just, not, it, probably would have been a good thing, but, I'm not kicking myself because I was born, you know, 30 years too early or anything like that.
Right. And the NILs, it's definitely changed the game. Let me ask this with the RTC. Do you think the NIL hurts the RTC now? Because some colleges maybe can't keep up with both, right? NIL and the RTC.
Yeah, I think it's tough. I think wrestling's in a really vulnerable state right now, just because, with the rev share, right? A lot of the colleges, a lot of the programs are being, they're having funding pulled from them, right? And people don't talk about that because you don't want it to be used against you in recruiting, um, but it's just important to be aware of that. I mean, we don't want to be a sport where we lose half of our programs, right? We don't want to be a sport where, uh, if you're a smaller school and less funded school, you take a risk on somebody, help them find success, and then some other school comes in and steals them from you. Then why would that school continue to support that program at a high level, right? So that's kind of, um, something that I think makes a lot of the leaders nervous about, right? We don't want to lose programs. Um, and it just makes it harder for them to justify funding a sport like wrestling if it's either you got to be all in or you're just going to kind of get beat up, because I mean that's just the way it is. I mean, like the Tampa portal opens up this week,
The
right?
Tampa portal.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it's pretty crazy. I mean you just, um, there's just a lot going on there, and it's kind of frustrating. I think it's got to be really frustrating, um, for coaches, obviously, and unfortunately, it's not really regulated right now. So I don't think that's really good for wrestling, because it puts a lot of programs at risk. Yeah, and like you said, now they have to fund the program or fund the RTC, and now you can have more scholarships. So can you fund the scholarships? It's just at a time when money's being pulled from, sports like wrestling, it's costing more to be competitive. So it's tricky across the board.
But since you brought that up real quick, so like retention, right? You guys are close to being too deep at a rate class, we'll say, for the most part, right? You may have uh some world class guys maybe behind some people.
Yeah.
Like, is there a plan or a trick, or is there a way to retain those guys who like may be into their sophomore, junior year, not starting, but they're good enough to start? Like, is that a I mean, that's probably the thing now. Everybody's trying to get somebody to go somewhere, and the roster cap, right? 30 people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's tricky. I mean, our guys are, they're getting talked to. I mean, you got parents from. I mean, we have a pretty good relationship with the guys on our team. We spend a lot of time with them. Obviously, they know we care about them. We want them to be the best they can be and be happy. And so that a lot, so they'll show us different texts and different things. I mean, you got parents from other teams texting them, trying to get them to transfer. You have kids from other teams. You have coaches from other teams. We have prospects going to schools, reaching out and texting them, trying to, see if. So that's just kind of part of it. And it's nothing to. It's just the way it is, right? So we just have to do the best we can to make sure this is the best place in the world for guys to wrestle, and make sure we take care of our guys, our starters, and even the guys that might not be starting this year. Because I think it's just a different mindset. Coming to Penn State isn't about, hey, yeah, you come here, you're guaranteed 4 years to start. You come to Penn State if you want to be you have the best chance to be an NCAA champion or world Olympic champion, and that's just based on her history. But yeah, and I always think that adversity and having to really fight and train, even just to get in the lineup, I mean, that's just going to elevate your game in the long run. But it takes a person with a certain mindset, that sees kind of the big picture, right? Because a lot of people aren't going to look at it like that. They're like, well, like this year at the beginning of the season, I think some of the first questions they ask our guys is, well, why didn't you transfer? You could have started somewhere else. And like, well, I want to start here. I want to be a national champion at Penn State. And so it's just like people don't understand that mentality where you're like, well, just because something gets hard doesn't mean I'm going to, flee and run away and go find an easy spot. I mean, of course, I'm not going to, that everyone has to decide that for themselves. But I think, we're just they're part of something bigger than themselves here at Penn State. And so, it's our job to take care of these guys. So, even if they're not starting 4 years, maybe they're only starting 2, maybe they're only starting 3 or maybe even 1, but that year is, their opportunity to go win a title.
That didn't used to be a bad thing, but all of a sudden now it's like a bad thing. Even in high school, I mean, people choose high schools where they can start for years. I mean, some people you don't start till your sophomore or junior year. Like that used to be okay.
Yeah, it means you have great training partners and it means you're in a really good program, and those are the stories that are preparing you for life, right? I mean, you go when you get out into the real world, right? I mean, it's not just take whatever's easiest. I mean, if you want something special, you got to compete for it and you got to battle for it and you got to learn and you got to grow and, you got to surround yourself with people that are where you want to go. And I think it's just a more, maybe a higher way of thinking, like big picture thinking, and so we have some really incredible kids on our team, really amazing families and parents, and so so we're blessed.
Yeah. Coach, I don't know if you noticed or not. I don't know if you're into this sort of thing, but I have my Manchester United football jersey on. I got this weekend in Manchester.
Oh, nice. They have a game this weekend, you're saying?
No, they didn't. I was just over there. One of the wrestlers I trained,
Oh.
she's from Great Britain, so I flew over there and helped train her with the British national team coaches. So pretty interesting over there. Everybody wants to be an MMA fighter over there, so they use wrestling as a tool to become an MMA fighter. So
wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting. But I'm pretty excited about my Manchester United.
Yeah, you look good. I mean, you
I
always look fresh. I don't know if you noticed my T-shirt here. This is a Training Lab T-shirt. Coach Cael. Yeah, he's a genius. He's just as good as they get. Smart, killer. So yeah, he's the man.
Like, how did you get him involved in the program? Did you go out and reach to him, or how did you get him involved?
He was good friends with Coach Cunningham long before I think he started working in the training lab officially. I mean, I think Casey used to go work camps for him, just had a really close relationship with him. And then he started helping us and, helping kids in our program. And as, training lab developed over the years, we were always kind of, I think it's his main program, if not his only program for a while. Now he works with a lot of different people, but yeah, I just have a great relationship with him, a lot of trust in him. I mean, he's the best of the best at what he does. And it's been a great partnership for, 20 years, 20 plus years.
Awesome. All right, I got to ask you this now, back to some wrestling stuff.
Have
you ever had a wrestler that moves so much and attacks so much like Mesenbrink? Mesenbrink seemed like he would be so annoying to wrestle.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't stop attacking, right? Which is awesome. And then he has he's very flexible at the same time and fast, and he's strong. He's got big, powerful hands. So I'm trying to think who would nobody that I can think of really wrestled like him.
Do you think in your competition days you guys would have been a good match?
Oh, he would have whooped my butt.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Man, yeah, he moves.
He's good. He's good.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you gotta go, Coach. I'm listening to you.
No, I had a joke. I was going to tell a joke, and then it wasn't an appropriate time for a joke. So
I want to hear a joke. Go.
I don't have a joke. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
Well, Mesenbrink is the reason why, like, my family got into wrestling.
Really?
His dad went to school with my brother. He got my brother out for wrestling. So, and his Mitchell's granddad drove my brother around wrestling, and that's how my family got into wrestling because of the Mesenbrinks. That's how it all started. Yeah. And the grandparents don't live too far from me over here. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I know Coach Messenbrink had I think a big impact on the Askren brothers too, I believe. I mean,
yeah, they were his high school coach. He was their high school coach. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty amazing. I mean, you have some legendary wrestlers come through your program now, obviously his son, and just a great family, very supportive. I mean, a lot of times parents make it hard on their kids to be successful in, sports and wrestling. And I mean, his parents are outstanding.
So do you think so you don't have nobody who has been that active and that annoying wrestling than Mesenbrink that you have coached or wrestled against?
I think unique, different. I mean, we've had a lot of guys that go score points. I mean, Ed Ruth was just moving, and
he was smooth though. It's like he wasn't as annoying.
Like he was a little different. Yeah, I mean, obviously
not in a bad way. Just saying, yeah.
Yeah, Nolf was explosive, but he, just a little bit different style. Obviously, David was, on you scoring points. Zane was on you scoring points.
Man, Zane.
But yeah, he's unique. Yeah. Mitchell's definitely unique.
And that match he had, was it the semis or quarters with the kid from North Carolina?
Quarters, I think.
Yeah, that was just interesting because he was in and it was scrambling. The folk style wrestling was just all over the place. And then he's like, "All right, well, I can't dominate you on the feet. I'm about to dominate you on top."
Yeah. Well, he put a lot of time and effort into just getting better on the mat. After his first year, he put a lot of time into getting off the bottom because that was kind of the only place people could slow him down. And then this offseason, he put the time in to get better on top, and he's getting turns and, in big matches. That's a tough thing to do, right? It's tough for a kid to go into college and then be able to adjust and turn good college wrestlers on top, especially with like bar arms. It's not like he's catching them in a cradle or even tilts, but I mean, he's doing, old school bar arms and just getting pins. It's cool.
Nice. All right, Coach, I'm going to ask you this. Probably, I know somebody probably asked you this before, or maybe I asked you this in conversation, right? Looking back, and, I know, well, I don't know, but I'm assuming leaving Iowa State was a big deal. Like, if you were to do it all over again, would you make the same decision? Do you think coming to Penn State was like the best decision there was? I mean, and how did you see the vision in it?
Yeah, I would do it again. I mean, it's kind of a long story, but it was, I wasn't like super happy. I didn't feel like I had support there from alumni, and it was kind of like, hey man, as soon as you guys start winning, we'll be there for you, kind of a deal. And I'm not trying to bag on them. I'm just saying I wasn't really felt like people were kind of undermining you, and it was different, so when I started kind of looking around, you're like, well, man, Pennsylvania has a lot of great high school wrestlers, yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I'm having a lot of thoughts. I'm trying to filter in what I should and shouldn't say, because I absolutely love my time at Iowa State. It was a perfect place for me, and grateful that I was able to start coaching there. And, I wish them well. And they've done great. Coach Dresser's taking the program, and they're very competitive again. But, yeah, it was just looking for support. I was a young coach who was very competitive. I wanted to be able to compete with the top teams, and to do that, it felt like it was an uphill battle at the time, and I wanted to be kind of more on a level playing field. And then it came down to it. We were still going to stay, and then we all Cody and Casey and we went, and I think Casey and I came out here and visited, and then went back, and then we went to a practice, and we sat in the sauna and kind of discussed it. And we said, why would we leave here? I mean, we got a great group of guys, which we did. And I just was a little uneasy about it. So I just kind of went home, and I've told this story before, and you don't try to tell sacred things because, what's sacred to one person, other people mock whatever, but
Right.
I don't really want to take credit for a decision where I was praying, talking to my dad all night, and he said, like, why would you leave Iowa State? You guys, you got everything going. Look at the team you got coming back. But I just felt like I received kind of an answer to a prayer to, like, go to Penn State. And then I didn't question it once again. I was like, boom, let's go. So I called those guys up in the morning, said, hey, we're going to Penn State. And they were like, all right, let's go. So that's kind of it.
Yeah. No, it's I mean, people always want to know. And then, what is it? Is it 15, 16 years you've been there now?
I have no idea. I don't know. It's like one long year. One long awesome year.
One long awesome year, I guess
Yeah.
so. Well, when you're winning, time flies by. Or just enjoying what you do. I shouldn't even say winning, just enjoying what you do, right?
Yeah,
All
enjoying it.
All right, Coach, you're about to do a money round. You've done one before, but I upgraded on some things.
Oh, geez.
All right, you ready for the rapid fire questions?
How much time do I have? Can I use my ChatGPT to answer these? Or
You can use ChatGPT, but we got 8 minutes left in the pod, so you gotta be on it.
All right. Well, it's on my phone, and I'm talking to you on my phone, so I don't even know how to do that. So I'll just wing it.
Better ask your son. You know the kids know how. All right, pizza or hamburger?
Pizza, burger. I'm going burger.
Burger. Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches or Popeyes chicken sandwiches?
Never had a Popeye chicken sandwich, so I'll go with
You're not
Chick-fil-A.
even living, Coach. You're not even living.
I just get the basics there.
You're not even living. All right. I guess in Utah and now I guess Pennsylvania, do you call it pop or soda?
Both. Growing up in Utah, we called it pop, but now I feel like I would either one, soda, pop, sometimes together, just so you don't want to mess up. Just say it all. Say it, soda pop.
All right. Soda pop. All right.
Me.
Tupac or Biggie?
I don't know music that well.
I know. I'm a rap artist, Coach. You gotta know the kids.
I don't know music.
Something else. All right. Would you rather have a bear or a chimpanzee as a pet?
As a friend? Oh, as a bear or a chimpanzee? Neither.
You want to keep a bear or a chimpanzee? You can't say neither, because you got to make a choice. This is the money round. Cool. You got to make a choice.
I have a dog, and that's a lot of work. All right, let's go with the bear.
All right. You probably be wrestling with the bear, but he'll probably score more points. Let's go.
Or eat me, yeah.
Would you rather have ghosts or roaches in your house?
Neither? Or this you have to answer something, huh?
You got to answer something, Coach. You can't say
ghosts. Neither. Are they friendly ghosts? Like Casper the Friendly Ghost? Or
it's just good ghost or roaches, Coach?
I guess you got to say roaches. You don't want ghosts in your house.
You probably never grew up with roaches. You want ghosts. Trust me. Roaches don't ever go away, bro. They're horrible.
Well, I was thinking we could get rid of the roaches. I don't know. It's hard to get rid of the ghosts.
No, you can never get rid of roaches. Once they're in the house, you see one, it's like 20,000 of them hiding somewhere.
Mess that one up then.
All right. Michael Jackson. Oh, you don't like music, but I'm still going to ask you this. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
All right. Penn or Tech?
Tech and then Penn at the end.
Tech and Deck.
Yeah.
All right. Defense or offense?
Offense.
Nike freaks or Rulons?
Well, I'm a Nike guy, so Nike freaks all day.
Hey, not for long though.
Not for long. I never had the Rulons, but obviously people love the shoe. Must have been a great shoe.
All right, the Caels or the Adidas Combat?
Which Caels?
Man, I forgot the number. The white ones with the red and gold. Is it the 4s?
White, red, and gold, like the original, like Olympic looking one.
The fold ones. Yeah, they had the fold zip like.
Those are like the ones, I think. Yeah, I'd go with that. I'd go with that.
Over the combat speeds.
I don't think I've ever worn combat speeds.
Well, you're about to now. You're about to be a Adidas guy.
I know why you're setting me up with these questions like this.
You're about to now. All right. Sprawl or head blocks?
Far elbow tilt.
Sprawl or a head block?
What's a head block? Like just
Like
stuff
a
their head
down
down?
block, like a dead block, like a down
Oh,
block.
yeah. I mean, that's your thing. You're like the best in the world at that.
I
I
appreciate you
never
saying
learned.
that, Coach. I
I
appreciate you
never
saying
learned
that.
that, so I'll just say sprawl.
All right. Yeah, well, I appreciate you saying that, Coach. I teach a lot of defense.
Yeah, I mean, like Luke Lodahl, he does that really well, and it's coming from you. So
Yeah, he drops his head down. Yeah, it's good. We're at another weird finals match with the Princeton kid again. I don't know why I forget his name, but just another
yeah,
weird match again.
yeah, it was strange.
Yeah. So, all right. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Marvel or DC?
Who's in what?
Marvel is like the Avengers. DC is like Batman.
We saying who would win in a fight? Like who you'd want on
Which
your
one do you
baseball
like? Which
team?
movies do you like watching the most?
Oh, I like Batman.
Batman the most? All right.
Sure.
Would you rather be attacked by a shark or a tiger?
I could side roll a tiger, a shark. I'm not good in the water, so tiger. Yeah.
Tiger, you gonna ankle pick the tiger? All right. Since you're in PA, do you still call it tournament or tournament?
Tournament.
Tournament. All right.
Yeah.
Guts or laces?
Well, I stink at both of them, but probably laces.
Laces.
Yeah, I don't know.
On your peanut butter and jelly, grape or strawberry?
Grape.
Yeah, grape for sure.
That's an easy one.
Hold on. Android or iPhone? And I noticed you made a switch here recently.
Yeah. Well, I think I like the Android because I had it for however many years. I'm still trying to learn how to use this iPhone thing. So I'm still Android guy, I think, but I am using an iPhone.
All right. Well, we only got 2 minutes left. So this is my last question. If you can wrestle anybody in the world, dead or alive, no matter what weight class, present, who would it be?
Where and what are the stakes? Like what's on the line here? What style?
Any style you want. Any style you want. Freestyle. Let's say freestyle. Or you like folk style better?
Let's go folk style. Yeah.
Okay, folk style.
I stink at freestyle. Well, I think probably Coach Cunningham. He's fun to wrestle.
All right.
Yeah, because he'll snap your leg off. He doesn't feel bad about it. He's really good, strong, and he's very, very competitive, which makes it fun.
I think Coach Casey Cunningham on top of people. Like it's just honor.
Yeah, you don't want him on top of you. No.
That don't even look fun.
Because he'll be there for a while.
Coach, we have like a minute 20 left. I appreciate your time. Is there anything you want to say to the Penn State fans or any future recruits or anything to look forward to? U.S. Open, you guys going there? You got some guys
we'll
going?
have a crew. Yeah, no, everything's good. Life's good. We've got a lot to be grateful for. Love what we do, and just thank you to everybody, and keep supporting wrestling. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome, Coach. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on. And are you beefing up your social media yet? Is there more Twitter tweets coming out? I know you
I'm
tweet
supposed
like once a
to
year.
be helping sell these cookies a little bit, but I just I have to get on that a little bit. I have to think of some stuff here.
Yeah, me and Sion need some more cookies. Yeah, that's what we need, some more cookies.
That's easy to do.
And Sion has donuts too now.
I know. Sion's doing everything. He's crushing. He's a killer, man. He is a killer.
So appreciate you, Coach, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a good one.
Okay. All right. See ya.